Goes back below the goal. Good early pressure here from the Stags. Pass there from Toledo. Graffensede, her pass. Toledo turning, fires and scores. Quickly pivoting and firing over Jody Chu with good early pressure there from the Stags as the visitors get on the board here. Not even 2 minutes in, it's 1-0 Fairfield.
Well, not the start that Canisius wanted, not able to get possession and really do much so far, and really Fairfield just showing us why they are the top team in the conference and really coming out aggressive and could just completely control in the first 2 minutes of this game.
It has been Fairfield's conference really from the jump. The Stags come in 6-1 in conference play, just one loss at home to Niagara last Saturday. But outside of that game, they haven't just been winning, they've been winning going away from teams.
And Olivia Duty there, she's coming off of 2 goals, 2 assists in her last game. She's fired up. Off to a good start here for the Stags. Won't be surprised to see Elizabeth Toledo get the scoring started today. That's the 41st goal of the season for Toledo. She led all scorers for both teams coming into this contest in her season total. Well, the face-off controlled here by the Stags. Her rolls just low and wide. Good positioning there by Chu. She tried to bounce it under the stick to the near side. Went wide, but is backed up here by her teammates. So we'll keep possession here with the Stags looking to equalize. Beautiful crossfield pass. They score. Out of the reach of 2 Canisius sticks, and you can't draw it up any better than that on a reset into play as Fairfield gets back even, and it's 2 aside. Well, there you go, Toledo. From one end to the other, just working it around, and I mean, you can't really blame Chu on that. That was just a beautiful play, and Fairfield able to tie this game up, and looks like Toledo will get her second tally of the game. She had 2 goals last week, and back at it again today.
Just an absolutely fantastic pass across the field there. That's Graffensted, number 34, triggered across to Toledo. It's her second of the game and 42nd already in 15-plus games this season.
Yeah, she's a beast. 42 games, 42 goals in 15 games. That's impressive.
After all of that at both ends and nearly 20 minutes gone by, we are as even as we were when we started here today.
Able to control play, control the tempo. And when Jody Chu comes out and makes those big saves, there haven't been a lot of them, but they've come at perfect times. Canisius is able to start to get their attack going as well.
Saw the clear attempts on the field there for a moment just a little bit ago. Canisius just 4 for 8 after going 19 of 19. Credit to the midfield and defense of the Fairfield Stags, who get credit to their offense there as well. And guess who?
Toss your hat.
It's Toledo again with her 3rd of the afternoon. Gets the Stags back within 1 as we take a chance here to catch our breath. We'll be back with you here in just a moment. You're watching MAC Women's Lacrosse Action live on ESPN.
Every stitch.
Back here at the Nessie Sports Complex, it's been a big first half for the offensive leaders on both teams. We just saw Elizabeth Toledo get her 3rd of the game here already for Fairfield to get them back within a goal, and it's been a big game also for Skylar MacArthur, not just her 100th Canadian goal, her 101st here as well. Both players who you would expect to be leading their offenses, doing everything and more here in this big game.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if Fairfield would maybe rest some other players like Elizabeth Toledo. 43 goals in 15 games. That's insane. She is a pure goal scorer, so for her to be out there just shows them they're playing for momentum. They want to continue to roll right into the conference tournament as the 1 seed, so they're just going to continue to have her out there and give her as much chance as possible. And Canisius, there's no surprise at all. You're going to have Skylar MacArthur out there shooting the ball as much as she possibly can. Let's pace Surra down, and Canisius really needing a big win here to not only make the playoffs but host as well. You'd expect to see her and have her name mentioned much more throughout this broadcast.
That's 11-9, 9-7 on goal in favor of Fairfield. The biggest advantage they have is in ground balls, 10-5, partially because they forced those 4 failed clears by Canisius, just 6 for 10 the Golden Griffins in the first half. Draw controls to the Golden Griffins 6-4. They're actually winning in turnovers 10-9, which is maybe the most surprising one that we see here. They do have 3 free positions, just 2 given to Fairfield, and they were 0 for 1 woman up there in that early. Back here on your M&T Bank Halftime Show, taking a look at all of your first half highlights, and that's how the game started. Fairfield came out swinging, got the early goal, and really if it wasn't for some outstanding goaltending here, you see a couple of quick saves from Jody Chu. It had easily been 2-3 nothing Stags early, but you kept the team in the game, waiting for Canisius' offense to find themselves, and they did. Caroline Nettie, her first of 2 goals in the first half, and Skylar MacArthur, who got the assist on that first goal, would go ahead and get her first goal, and that one's the biggest one, maybe her 100th collegiate goal. goaltending was really excellent at both ends. We talked about Chu Collins as well. That was an early second quarter save for Jody Chu, and it looked like the Stags were going to get themselves right back even in this game. They would eventually at 2-2 on that beautiful pass. The second of 3 first half goals there for Elizabeth Toludo. Nettie again for Canisius. 2 for her. MacArthur, 2 for her as well. Canisius led 4-2, but the Stags came back swinging. A pair of goals here late in the second quarter to get us even at 4 aside. Back here in just a little bit with first half stats and second half action. You're watching Lacrosse action live on ESPN. It's been a big part of sustaining those mini runs. See if Canisius can get that one, but again, another draw control here for a team that has been very good at it here all season long. And the Fairfield Stags will go back on offense under 6 to go, third quarter, looking to take their first lead in quite some time. They led 1-0 and again led 2-1, but Canisius went up 4-2 in the second quarter and then 5-4 here in the third. Fairfield has not led in the second half, looking to change that story here. And the ball is in the stick of Toludo, who has 3 of their 5, splitting the defense and fires and scores. Just under the crossbar, a perfect shot from Toludo. It's her 4th of the game, and just like that, almost on cue, the Stags have taken their first lead of the half at 6-5.
Yeah, it seems like Fairfield's starting to figure out Canisius here on both ends of the field. Canisius is really going to have to start to regroup and get settled here, but Toludo, what a day that she's having. Her 4th goal just makes it look so easy there with the shot, and beats Chu for their Fairfield's first lead of the game.
44th goal of the season for Toludo, the senior from Westchester, Pennsylvania.
Correction, their second lead of the game. Didn't mean to cut you off there.
Very good. Here, Brian Chinaki here with me. Jeff Boyd, happy to be here with you in the afternoon. We're not as happy right now as the Fairfield sideline is at the side of seeing the lead back their way at 6-5, and feel like the field it's done it a little bit here. It's been tilted down to the left here on your screen, folks. It's a completely flat surface, but a team that only allows barely over 8 goals a game. Canisius is going to have to be a bit of a statistical outlier to find a victory here today. Maggie Ford. Clock slowly draining down to 2:15 left in our 4th quarter. Canisius in need of a stop here. A quick clear up the field to find one more goal to get this game even.
Well, this is going to be their chance here as the shot clock expires shortly. Canisius is going to have to get possession and go for that one final chance with less than 2 minutes to go in this game now.
Passing and tight turning with a shot by Toludo. She scores!
Didn't even get the chance.
And that may be the dagger, as Toludo's 4th of the afternoon has given the Stags a 2-goal lead with under 2 to go at 10-8.
Well, just an ideal situation for the Stags. They work the ball around, they take a majority of the clock off, and then they're able to just capitalize with a pretty good shot there from Toludo as her 4th, her best player of the entire afternoon for the Stags, just continues to roll over the Canisius defense. As we'll take one more look here, just out in front. A nice spin.
Incredible footwork.
Outside, yeah, to our outside hand to be able to beat you. Fairfield now with a 2-goal lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And now all hands on deck in desperation mode for the Golden Griffins.